I got a pretty cool one this week. South Korean company Haptics, a company that makes haptic accessories for VR games, is launching a pre-order for their two new tack suit vests, the X40 and the X16. And just to kind of give you a quick detail on what these are, they're vests that you put on that have vibration motors in them, so when you play games, it actually has a feedback on your body. So when you're playing, first person shooter, a fighter, something like that, if you get hit with something, you're gonna feel it through the vest, which is crazy technology. We've tried out some of this haptic technology, and let me tell you, it's super awesome. So the fact that there's companies out there that are kind of pushing this forward is really cool, because it just adds that immersion level in video games. And Haptics, I think, is doing it right here. Their X40 suit is going to retail at $500, and that one is a little expensive, but if you're really looking for kind of the top-notch move here, that's definitely the way you want to go. But the X16 is a little more friendly at $300, and it is geared more towards in-home use. They're saying it's a little bit shorter of a vest, so you can wear it while sitting down. It's comfortable still. The X40 is going to be tailored more towards kind of the commercial, high-end demos, that kind of thing. So it's really cool to see this technology kind of coming into play here, and the fact that it's becoming a little more prevalent. You're hearing this haptic technology being used everywhere now. So the fact that we're kind of getting a quick look at being able to jump into this, mind you, it's only really working solely with just over 20 plus Steam VR games. There are a few that we are getting here, which I think are going to be pretty good. We're going to be getting games such as Onward, Thrill of the Fight, Sariento VR. We're also getting Half-Life Alyx, Skyrim VR, and Fallout 4 VR. And these games are all going to really tailor into what the vest is going to allow you to feel while you're playing these games. But this doesn't mean you can't use it for any game. Just like the haptic share, we actually got to check out the VibePod share. This is going to allow you to plug in and play any game, and what the technology is actually going to do is start to pick up audio cues from the games you're playing and kind of have that feedback through the vest. I noticed that's not necessarily the best use of the technology, but it's definitely a cool way to immerse yourself into certain styles of games. I found first-person shooters to be a really, really good use of this technology, and the fact that you can actually wear it as a vest now, I think is super cool. So definitely keep your eye out for what these things are going to be kind of coming in the future, and if you are interested, check out Haptics, the South Korean company, and they're definitely their two new tack suits, the X40 and the X16.
So a little while ago, Drew and we got our hands on Minecraft Dungeons for the Xbox One, and overall we had a good time with that game. It's a pretty cool dungeon crawler, casual style game, and to have Minecraft integrated to this genre I thought was really cool. So if you haven't checked out a review, make sure you check that out. But some new news with this game: it got released on PlayStation 4 shortly thereafter, and it's also on PC. And with the latest update, we are going to get full crossplay between the Switch, PS4, PC, and Xbox One. This is really exciting news, because for anybody who has whichever console, now you can play with whomever. So like I said, if you haven't actually checked out this game, you definitely need to. Now you can play with all your friends on whichever platform, it doesn't even matter. And this is all coming November 17th.
In the past few months leading up to the launch of the new consoles, Sony has taken quite a bit of flack for raising their prices to $70 per title. Now, it actually goes further. Internally, they were discussing raising the price beyond that, especially for first-party titles, as a way to reflect the increase in costs associated with producing these titles. It takes a lot more money now to create something of that caliber than it used to maybe 5 or 10 years ago. Now, some players were hoping that if the prices go to 70 or beyond, perhaps that would get rid of microtransactions. Well, it turns out that that was never actually on the table. Microtransactions are a large part of these companies' income, and they do not want to sever that off. Now, there is at least some solace knowing that they decided against going beyond $70. Capcom's chief financial officer summed it up nicely, saying that he believes the price of the software should reflect what consumers are willing to pay, rather than the costs associated with the creation of these products. Now that's some comforting thought, because in the new generation, and as everything gets more expensive nowadays, how much can they really raise it before players take a step back and could really question, which games to get?
Gamepass has been around since 2017, and it's only gotten better with time, with the additions of Gamepass Ultimate. The fact that EA Play is now on board with everything here is really awesome. And the fact that Microsoft is kind of always looking for something new and fresh to add to Game Pass to keep it, kind of current and keep it fresh for everybody that wants to get a subscription, has continuing subscriptions. This is definitely probably the best game streaming service out there, bar none right now. And it's only getting better. We're actually getting a chance, if you haven't already, a 30-day free subscription to Disney Plus with Game Pass Ultimate perks. So to sign up for that, if you don't already have Disney Plus, is you can jump into the perks gallery and actually sign up. You'll be directed over to the Disney Plus website where you can make an account, start your 30-day free trial, and jump in and start watching shows like The Mandalorian, which is a huge draw, especially over the holidays here where a lot more people are going to be home and they're just going to be watching TV together. Disney's got all those, really heartwarming, movies and shows that we kind of loved as kids, and kids now, there's lots of new content on there as well. So there's something for everybody here with Disney Plus, and the fact that Microsoft is adding this in to Game Pass Ultimate, mind you, it's only a trial period, so you get 30 days of Disney Plus, and you can claim that perk up until January 31st. So that's not too bad. You get a good chance over the holidays if you want to jump in and try out Disney Plus to see if it's something you'd like. It's definitely a perk worth checking out, and you know what? I think it's an awesome addition.
Alright, fellow Wastelanders and Vault Dwellers, I got some news in regards to Fallout 76, and this is pretty exciting because we got the latest DLC update coming in December. Now yes, the long-awaited and beloved Brotherhood of Steel is making their appearance, finally, for real, in Fallout 76. And there's going to be a huge quest line involved with this, and a whole plethora of new characters, and it even seems like there's a raider kind of quest line possibly along with this. We got to see this all kind of chalked in the trailer, and we won't find out more details until exactly December 1st when this launches.
Now, keeping with the theme of Sony in the news, there is a potential deal being struck between Sony and Bluepoint Games. Bluepoint Games are the remaster kind of masters of sorts. They have worked on many Sony titles, bringing them to future consoles, and the latest, being Demon's Souls, was somewhat of a test between Sony and Bluepoint Games. Now, they seem to have aced this test, and although it is unclear right now whether they will absolutely be bought up as a first-party generator, it definitely seems like we will know that by February this coming year. Now this is exciting because it's not just a deal regarding more remasters. If this goes through, Bluepoint Games wants to create their own IP and their own unique brand of games to bring to the PlayStation 5.
How amazing was last week with the release of Microsoft's Series X and Series S consoles, and also the release of PlayStation 5. Normally with PlayStation 5 they release an exclusive game with their consoles, and it was going to be Deathloop by Arcane Studios, but unfortunately, as reported in the news this year, that it got pushed back till next year. Well, there is a rumour from the New Zealand's PlayStation store that it's going to get released on the 21st of May, the standard and the deluxe edition. Deathloop pre-orders come with 3 items: the Storm Rider cult character skin, 1 trinket, and the Royal Protector machete, which is an exclusive to the PlayStation 5 version of the game. Meanwhile, the digital deluxe edition comes with 3 unique weapons, including the PS5 exclusive Transstar Trencher. You'll also get the Party Crasher cult character skin, the Sharpshooter Juliana character skin, 2 trinkets, and an original game soundtrack. It has also been noted that the base game will be set at the regular price, and the publishers have not mentioned next-gen console tax as yet, as mentioned in the news from Scott. Well, this is amazing news because I'm looking forward to playing this game. But the only bad side about this as well is obviously this was going to be in a PlayStation exclusive, and Microsoft now own the rights to Arcane games. So who knows if this could be the last Arcane game that you may see on a PlayStation console.